All right, let's talk. It's no secret that Multiversus is on a decline. It pains me to see it. It pains you to see it. I want this game to thrive. I have a lot of love and passion for this game, but some things are going to need to change. As a small side note, before we get into this, I think that the devs have actually been doing a very good job recently. A lot of the recent changes are very big steps in the right direction. Like, I think we're very much on the right track here. This video is not meant to complain or bring down the game in any way. This is just me providing my feedback because games need feedback to continue to grow and thrive. And it's been a minute since we were growing and thriving. So yeah, I'm going to be completely like raw. This is my honest opinions as somebody that has like, how many hours I got on this game? 300 hours played. And on this YouTube channel, I have amassed over 2.2 million views and made like 100 videos probably. Like, it's no secret I love this game and I truly want it to succeed. So yeah, let's get into how to save this game. I'm going to start with something that's incredibly obvious, but it still needs to be mentioned because I can't make a video about how to fix Multiversus or save Multiversus or whatever I end up titling it without mentioning it. It's the servers. Look, it's no secret, man. The servers are still just like really bad, really bad. They have gotten better. We had a big server update and they did get better. Like, instead of literally 90% of my matches being 2-bar or 1-bar, now it's more like 50% of my matches are 2-bars or 1-bars. And that's better. Like, I'm all for the improvement. But we need like 3 more of these before the servers are actually in a stable point, especially for the competitive state of the game and like with ranked coming out. I don't know if desync is directly connected to the servers, but desync is a very big problem with the game. And it's a lot of the reason that the hitboxes suck. I feel like the hitboxes are actually decent, but it's more just the desync makes you and your opponent, like, you appear on your screen, it looks like you're this far apart, but then on their screen, it looks like you guys are right here. So when you're getting hit from these crazy spots, like this picture right here, like, yes, this picture that I'm looking at right now, this is insane. This is crazy. I am so far from this person, but I feel like on their screen, I was probably right in front of them. So I don't know, there's just problems with lag, desync, teleporting. People are still disconnecting from matches. That's crazy. There's still a problem with console where they don't load in when the match actually starts. So they're just like sitting there AFK for a couple seconds. I don't know. There's just a lot of problems with the connectivity and servers of this game that should still be the #1 priority. Number 2, characters. I like the character every 2 weeks routine here. I think that's actually more than enough to like sustain hype in the game and keep the game exciting. However, the characters don't seem to be hyped up. Like, we get an announcement video that comes out, 48 hours max before the character launches. And the announcement video is like, it's cool. And I really love those announcement videos. They are so sick. Whoever's doing those videos, like actually making them and animating them, they are doing an amazing job. I love them. But we need to build up more hype for the characters besides just an announcement video a couple days before that just goes up on Twitter and YouTube. Advertising is a big thing that this game is lacking. When this game came out, I saw a lot of advertising for it, and that's actually what got me into the game. Everybody was talking about it. It was buzzing. Ads were being shown. And now I can't tell you the last time I saw Multiversus being advertised at all. Like, I feel like people dropped to the game in the beginning, and now so much more has come out since then. So many new characters, so many cool things, and they just don't even know. Like, they forgot about the game entirely. We need to get Multiversus back on their minds and like on their radar and show them like, hey, look, this game that you played in beta and kind of liked, but then you dropped it because it was really buggy and there weren't enough characters. Hey, now there's 6 more characters and the servers are better and the hitboxes have been fixed and we got ranked coming out and there's battle passes and there's seasons now, and it's just like they have no idea this even exists. A lot of my friends just forgot about Multiversus. Like, if it weren't for me uploading videos and talking to them about them, they would not even know it exists. My theory is that we should add rewards and challenges to do before a character comes out, like a week in advance or something, that can earn you things when the character drops. Like, for example, the announcer pack for free, or like maybe a character icon for free. Like, it could be small things. It doesn't have to be skins. Now, it'd be cool if there were skins. I think we need free skins, but it doesn't have to be skins because I know you guys got to make money. It's a free game, but it'd be really cool if there were challenges like before Black Adam came out or something, where you could like, I don't even know, but if there was like quests you could do or challenges you could do to maybe unlock the character. Like, if you had a limited time to really grind out these challenges and do all this stuff early that's like hype and related to the character, and then you could unlock them for free, or you like got one character unlock token for free or something. So I think that would be cool, just as a way to add actual hype to the character and make people excited to play as the character. Number 3, end game. Every single game needs in-game content for the people that play more than like 20 minutes a week. Like I said, I have 300 hours on this game. Those 300 hours are just me queuing the casual 1v1 playlist and playing until I finish recording the video and then I get off. There's just not anything else to do. I like that we added Silly Queue. Silly Queue is really cool and I like that. However, as somebody that's like, I don't want to say I'm a competitive player because I'm not that good, but I want more content that's like serious content, but it's in-game content. So add very extensive quests for big rewards. like win 500 matches on this character to unlock a golden skin or like an all black skin or something. I've seen concept art for like prestige skins and they look sick. And I'm talking big prestige. I'm talking like level 25, level 30, and then you prestige, and then you get like a special prestige one on your banner or something when you use the character, like a banner icon, and then you get like a jet black skin or something. It's sick. They look super hype. This would encourage people to actually play the game past just trying out a new character and then moving on. I feel like a lot of people just tried out a few of the big name characters and then just kind of dropped it because why would they keep playing? There's no ranked, there's no rewards for playing casually. The MMR system is just not really that good. So add stuff like gold skins, black skins that you have to do like these big long challenges for, or maybe even make it like multiple challenges, like get 500 knockouts with the downlight, negate 400 abilities with Gizmo's silencing, you know, like stuff like that that relates to the character and makes you do character specific things so that there's a reason to play casual queue besides just like playing the game. Number 4, ranked. Obviously, we need ranked, but like we're working on ranked. It's already had 2 betas, which were both dope. We do need a placement system for ranked though. Like I've mentioned that before, but a placement system for ranked would make people actually want to play ranked. There's no reason for a pro to literally, and I've seen this on Twitter, pros that go on like 400 game win streaks where they just play and stream for like 20 hours straight, go 400-0, and they're in like plat 1. I don't have time to do that. I'm not going to go play 400 games just to hit plat. Anyway, that's beside the point. We need good rewards for reaching ranks. For example, maybe not skins, since that's like a really big thing to add for each rank. I think that would be too much, but like banner icons or banners themselves, or something that you could like change the color of your name or add like a little crown on your name if you hit certain ranks. Just rewards to actually incentivize grinding ranked besides just hitting a new rank. Valorant does this with gun buddies and it works kind of. Like the gun buddies aren't a huge deal obviously, but it's a reason to hit the new ranks and people want those gun buddies. But even Valorant, like aside from those gun buddies, you don't really earn anything for hitting a new rank. Like I need things that I can flex for hitting good ranks. Number 5, balancing. This is the last thing that I want to talk about, so stick with me here. I feel like Multiversus has this mindset, or the balancing team specifically has this mindset of like, if everybody's OP, nobody's OP. And I like historically despise when games do that. I don't like that mindset because like in theory, sure, like everybody's got OP abilities, so none of them are OP. I get the thought process behind it, but when I'm making a tier list and the tier list has like 60% of the roster in S tier, that like there's something wrong with the balancing. Obviously there's always going to be a meta, but when there's characters like Arya or Iron Giant or Harley that just destroy everyone without even like playing the game. So I just think we need to take all the characters like down a notch. Not all of them, just like the really, really broken ones. And I know that it's like subjective to say like, oh, who decides if a character's broken? But there are in-game statistics you can use. Now, I don't like the idea of just using win rate alone to justify nerfs and buffs. But like, why are we nerfing Stripe? His win rate sucks. And like, we haven't done anything about Gizmo, who has the lowest win rate in the game and has for a long time. Actually, Marvin just replaced him, but that's a different thing. Like, add significant Gizmo buffs. He is the bottom of the barrel in win rate. I feel like that should be something that just like, you know, whoever's last place in win rate. And again, I don't want to just use win rate to justify buffs or nerfs, but when somebody's like first place in win rate and they're destroying everyone else, Arya and Iron Giant, they need nerfs. Or reworks. Arya needs a rework, not just a nerf. And then when there's characters like Gizmo and Marvin that are just like complete trash and have a horrible win rate, nobody can even get wins with them in a casual matchmaking, I feel like those are pretty obvious buffs too. And those may be in the works. Like I don't know. I'm not on the balancing team. I don't know how easy it is to just like change stats. I know everybody has the mindset of just like, oh, go change a number in File Explorer. But I'm sure it's not that simple. Like I know that these things take time. But like, bro, Harley's been OP for a long time. Let's be real. In my opinion, it is better to have characters be underwhelming than overwhelming though. Like absolutely. It's better and healthier for the game to have characters like Gizmo that are pretty garbage than characters like Harley or Arya or Iron Giant that are just like so broken that they make you not even want to play the game. Like I get on Multiverses and I play against a Harley and then a Harley and then a Batman and then Harley and then an Arya. And I'm just like, oh my God, I want to rip my hair out. So it's more frustrating to play against OP characters than to play characters that are underwhelming. And then I'm also just kind of against characters that completely negate counterplay. Characters that remove your ability to play the game shouldn't be a thing. And that's the problem with having like a rushdown meta, is that a lot of characters in the game literally can't use their abilities. Like for example, when I was maining Rick, and I'm like still like top 600 Rick in the world right now. I don't even play Rick anymore. I just think that's kind of cool. But one of my biggest problems when I was grinding Rick in the beginning is the fact that when you're playing against Finn or Wonder Woman or Batman, and you're playing against these fast rushdown characters, you literally can't use like half your kit. hit. When you try to use Meeseeks, when you try to charge up your gun, when you try to use the little anthropomorphic ball or whatever and then stand in it or like hit them with it, they're just so fast that you literally can't finish the animation of the move you're trying to do. The fact that there's an animation to use the Meeseek and then an animation to send the Meeseek out is crazy to me. It should just be an instant sending them out. I mean, obviously there should be an animation to send them out, but like you shouldn't have to spawn it and then command it to go somewhere, because every time I was using Rick and I would try to use a Meeseek, and I know I'm harping on this one example because it's a really obvious one. Every time I would try to use this ability of the Meeseek against a Finn, I would just get destroyed. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, just don't use the move. Like, lol, stop trying to do something that's not working. And yes, I agree. I eventually had to stop. But having a character that removes another character's ability entirely where they can't even use it for the entirety of the match is just, I feel like that's wrong. And it happens a lot, like with characters like Rick. Like I mentioned, there's a few abilities, like half his kit gets completely locked out when you're playing against a rushdown character. And then even someone like Taz, like if you are using a projectile heavy character against Taz, you lose. Period. I feel bad for Rain Dog players that have to go play against Taz's all day. There is no winning that matchup. He literally eats your main ability and then spits it back out at you 10 times better than you threw it at him. So I don't know. There just seems to be characters in the game that remove your ability to have counterplay, and I think that is a problem. But again, balance is entirely subjective. Like everything that I just mentioned about balance is just my personal opinion. If you disagree, like whoever's watching this, there's a ton of people out there that disagree with my takes about balance. That's life. Everybody's experience on this game is at a different MMR with different characters and different matchups, different regions, different times of day. Like there's so many factors that go into it that nobody's going to have the exact same experience or opinions about the balance of the game. So I understand it's an impossible task to perfectly balance a game. I feel like balance needs to be focused on more heavily because the game is really frustrating to play in the current state when there's so many characters. It feels like the tier list is so top heavy that there's so many just frustratingly powerful characters to play against if you're not using another frustratingly powerful character. And even if you are, it's still frustrating to play. So yeah, this was a little bit more messy than I wanted it to be. Like I wanted my thoughts to be a little more collected, but I'm just not that great at explaining things. Again, I need to end this by saying that I don't mean any of this in like a negative way or like to bash on the devs or something. Like I said, the devs have been doing a really, really good job recently. They don't get enough credit because in the beginning they were kind of lacking, and now the community's in this mindset of like, oh, the devs don't care, they hate us, they want to kill their game. Even though they've been doing an exceptional job recently, they're still getting hate for things that they failed to do in like the first 3 weeks of the game being out. And like it did take a while to fix some things. Like servers should be fixed by now. There's not really like an excuse for that. Again, I don't know the process of getting more servers, but I feel like we're this far into the game, I shouldn't still be getting consistent 2-bar matches or 1-bar matches. But besides servers, I really can't think of anything in the game that is like been a consistent problem that the devs have just ignored. And they really haven't even ignored servers. Like they've been working on them. It's just, it should have been fixed by now, but that's, you know, I don't know anything about servers. I could be totally like ignorant right now. And chances are you watching this video don't know anything about servers, so you are probably totally ignorant about it too. But yeah, that was my thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, I don't know, it wasn't really meant for enjoyment. It was more just to like start a discussion, and I'd love to have a discussion. So comment down below what you think about the things that I said. And yeah, great job Multiversus dev team. Recently, you guys have been killing it. Keep it up. I truly do love this game, and I want nothing more than to see it succeed. Good night, guys.